Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. What's up, nerds?
How you doing, bud? How you doing?
Mark Boursier of Concordia. You have something in common with the Mandalorian. You're both from Concordia.
We're both from Concordia.
How's it feel?
I feel empowered.
Okay.
I think I need some armor.
We're going to get into that and the finale of The Mandalorian, The Spies and the Return, then a little Survivor just for a dose of reality TV. And, of course, 2 episodes of Ted Lasso, Signs and Sunflowers, and we're going to hit the finale of Picard, Fox and the Last Generation. That's why we're doing it last, because I know you're probably dying to talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I rewatched 9 and 10 this afternoon just to make sure everything was fresh in my head.
Okay, good. Now, The Mandalorian. So, I don't know if you were following internet chatter. There were some idiots actually convinced that they were going to kill off The Mandalorian. And I thought, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And you're like, well, yeah, it's Mandalorian. Katie Sackhoff could be The Mandalorian. Yeah, guys, they would never kill off someone that popular. They might send them away on a 2-year mission, but they would never kill off The Mandalorian. So, no. As we saw. It ended the way it ended.
Hut.
Yes, exactly. It's got some land and
got some quiet time.
We got another Star Wars figure coming named Jin Grogu. Okay.
Jin Grogu.
If you've already have 12 Grogu action figures, guess what, guys? You have to get another one. Okay.
Yeah, but now he's going to be sitting inside of IG-12.
Well, no, that's separate. And then, that's separate because he was only called Jin and in the finale. So, that one's coming. The IG-12 and don't get me started on that one. No. But no, there will be a Jin Grogu figure now.
Din Grogu.
Din Djarin, Din Grogu. And I remind you guys, Grogu is what girls in Club Med called me when they were drunk. Okay. Hey, Grogu, you ate shit. Okay. It's Greg.
There you go.
So, what'd you think?
No, it was, you know what? I think they wrapped it up nicely and set up for the next season of Evolution, right?
Well, some of that could bleed into Ahsoka. Apparently, the rumor is Ahsoka is going to repair the Darksaber.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, we knew that there was going to be the attack on Moff Gideon and his thing, and the fact that he Iron Manned his armor.
Yeah, and got Beskar troopers.
Well, not only that, but there was hydraulics every time he's walking. It just wasn't this armor on the suit. It was like it was robotic. So
I hope he has that photo when he comes to Montreal Comic Con this July. I hope it's out in time because I always knew there was going to be a helmet that went with his outfit. In the first 2 seasons.
Well, yeah, you notice his helmet kind of looks like a crown.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a little how do I say self-promoting.
Yeah, and unlike how he kind of a similar death from Breaking Bad to this one, but I don't think we really think he's dead, do we? Just like we thought he was going to stand trial. No.
Well, did he have the helmet on when he got torched?
Yeah, but there was
maybe
that was some flame. That was some flame. He'll be back.
Yeah, but I think the thing was like Mando tried to take him on by himself. And then Bo-Katan tried to take him on by himself when they realized that the Mandalorian strength is everyone together.
Yep.
And throw Grogu in there with a little force bubble to keep him protected. Looking out for mommy and daddy.
Yeah, although in the episode before we did lose Paz Vizsla, so that was kind of sad,
Yeah, but he went out with honor.
Oh yeah, he bought them some time, and took a long time to put him down, boy.
He was a big boy.
Yeah,
he was a big boy.
That little minute gun that he has too, firing lasers.
Just rocket through all those troops. Yeah, no, I think we got a lot coming forward.
I was hoping for, I of course watched the end credits, but I was hoping for a little something like, obviously they wouldn't be able to top the Luke Skywalker season 2, cameo, but I was hoping for just a little something, but we didn't get it, but
well, I don't know, kind of ending with the mythosaur opening the eye again.
Yeah, I wish that would have come to the surface. I wish that they did hint at Grogu's parents, right? Like the armorer was talking, and I'm like, okay, so why are they talking about the parents? They didn't mention it before.
Well, it was mentioning that Mando wasn't his parents.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, but he said that he mentioned the parents of Grogu are like not here, so he'll speak, and since he can't talk, he'll speak on their behalf. I don't know. It was kind of an odd thing to insert, but maybe it's nothing. Who knows?
I would have liked to have seen the mythosaur kind of rise out of the water.
Yes.
Just look and give a nod, just like, I approve.
Yeah. That would have been a good ending. Sure.
Yeah. But we kind of had like a couple of endings, right? So like, okay, Grogu gets anointed or gets adopted. He's now Din Grogu. Now he's got to go for the trials.
I can't wait to see him in full Mando armor.
The ears will be sticking out, eh?
He's not going to grow any bigger than that. So just the thought of him in a little jet.
Come on, Yoda's a little taller, right?
Yeah, I know, but Yoda never wore, Beskar armor with a jetpack and with a missile. Then again, I can't wait to see this thing.
Yoda was also 900 years old, so we don't know what the growth pattern is, right? So it could take him like 200 years to grow a foot.
Yeah. Well, but he's going to get armor before that.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't wait to see the size of
little guy moving around in all that armor.
Tiny missile there. Yeah. Can you hurry up? Clunk, clunk, clunk.
I mean, he did some fancy jumping around there trying to avoid the red troopers there.
Yeah, Praetorian guards. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they came back. I mean, they're always cool to look at, right? Because they always put them in a very stark, really dark black matte floor, and the contrast of the red.
Oh yeah, for sure. But then like I like it when he shows up at the Rebel outpost, and I guess it's not a Rebel outpost; it's a New Republic outpost now.
Yeah,
looking for work.
Yeah, convincing Carson Teva, who will also be at Montreal Comic Con.
we got a good lineup coming if everybody continues.
We'll get into that. It's just because they happen. We talk about Mandalorian, and two actors from the Mandalorian are coming, but we'll get into your money shot after.
And I mean, I've got responsibilities. I got to take care of the kid. I can't go far from home. Like I need some paying jobs.
This is the first season. He didn't remove his helmet at all. So basically, he was a voice actor, and Lateef Crowder, he's the one that does the stunts. The Brazilian guy is, he was on overtime.
Well, shit.
This and of course,
just that last episode with him going through all the troopers.
Yeah.
Come on. That was like, that was almost like Daredevil level fighting.
Yeah.
The hallway scene.
A long Imperial hallway.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I kind of like how it ended, where he took his little piece of land there on Navarro and sitting on the bench with the kid playing in the pond, floating the frogs,
playing with his food, eventual food, because he's eating that thing.
Oh yeah, that thing's not lasting. Yeah. Grogu coming, he's just going to turn around with a leg sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah. And probably another year wait, but we got Ahsoka coming this August.
It's this August? Okay.
They haven't said the exact date yet, but we know it'll be a Wednesday, probably mid-August.
Yeah. Well, they've been dropping a few trailers, which look really, really good. So.
Oh yeah, no, it looks really cool. I'm sure we'll see Katie Sackhoff and Pedro Pascal show up for sure.
I mean, it's Rosario Dawson. I mean, she's.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's finally the action star instead of the support for the action star.
Yeah, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, that actress I have a massive crush on, is Harrison Dula. So I can't wait to see Can't wait to see her.
What actress
do
do
her
you
thing.
not have a massive crush on?
No, her especially. And it's kind of funny because she's going out with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anywho, let's get into some Survivor.
Survivor.
So, any future potential guests listening out there, the second you say, haha, we're in control, okay, stop yourself and then totally upend your game, because that's the moment where, as you saw, our NFL football player, he actually said that. We're good. We're on top. And then, no, that's where you should stop and panic and change your game right there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just pretend someone is screwing you over. And they did. Okay.
Oh, that was like complete blindside.
And before that, the episode before, we saw our loving couple. Do you realize that when she was on the, she actually got him voted off herself because of that challenge with the ball and this kind of looked like a boom operator. All she had to do was step off when she got to 2, but she got overcome, and who wouldn't, by winning an immunity, right? It's in reach. So, I could see her probably fighting with that, and she wasn't thinking clearly, but she actually sent her boyfriend to the jury.
Yeah.
Which maybe is not a bad thing to have if you're going to get to final 3, right?
No, but I mean, you could see the emotion on both sides, right? My boyfriend's going. I'm leaving my girlfriend. It's like he ran through a second breakup, right?
Well, yeah. Every Entertainment Weekly always interviews the person who got booted off, and they are actually together. They're a couple now.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And that,
of course,
even though they're not showing Ponderosa again for some reason, that if we don't know yet, if she got voted off, I don't know, 2 weeks from now, then you know what those two are doing. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, after a shower.
Yeah, they're not coming out for lunch and dinner again.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Well, I mean, you saw like the look on his face when they pulled that turnaround and she was saved, right? He was like. Yeah. Beaming.
Yeah.
If she makes it to the end, she's already got a guaranteed vote.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's the person, but that's the person you don't want, sitting beside you, because she's so nice and lovable. And
well, one guaranteed. Well, he's got one guaranteed vote. He's got to win the other 7.
Yeah, you got to take a jam with you. Guy who's done nothing nearly gets voted out every tribal council.
I love you, but I hate you. It's all great.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, girl.
I still keep seeing Hank Azaria in the birdcage.
Yeah, he'll play him in the eventual movie of his life.
How come you don't want me to be with your estrogen rockets? Yeah.
Who was the one that engineered the flip on the football player this past week? Who suggested it? Was it
was it Danny?
Oh yeah. Because he said, "I'll give my
Danny or Heidi."
No, it was Danny, because Danny said, "We'll put it all on Franny, but I'm going to give her my immunity idol." Yeah, and it was him. But now he's got a huge target because he just made a big move, right? So
he just made a big move, and now he's the top athlete in the group.
Yeah, and like we've clearly seen, I've told you, Survivor is survival of the weakest, right? So all the weak players get rid of the threats, and then you're left with what you're left with, and
you're left with Carson and Jam Jam as the final 2.
Yeah. That's the way it seems to be going, and
that happens. I say Carson wins.
I like him. It's a long way to go to get there, but I like the kid because I like anyone who in 23 years can think of something new. Like I said, so he's the first one to 3D print some challenges. No one else thought of it. So,
and I mean that was like beautiful when he rocketed through that challenge, because he'd done it like 3 weeks prior.
Yeah, and over and over and over again.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
He made a miniature of it, right? Not the
Yeah,
giant-sized Jenga version.
Just dun, 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 dun. Well, some people make the giant-sized Jenga versions in their backyard.
Yeah,
like
well, we had him in
Captain Idiot that did a high dive off the rocks.
Yeah, we had him in. We had them in Club Med too for rainy days. And when that tower fell, boy, whew, grab your drink.
Yeah. Well,
Ready to get into some Lasso?
I am.
Lasso. Okay, we just watched Sunflowers. I'm trying to remember what happened on Signs. Did you rewatch those?
No, I just watched the last one. Was that Flowers when they were in
Sunflowers.
Amsterdam?
Sunflowers. Yeah.
Just watched
one,
that, so that's fresh.
That one felt weird.
Signs was. Oh, what was on that?
Yeah, what happened? There was no. Oh wait, well Nathan. We have a thing about Nathan and his model girlfriend. And the whole
That's
restaurant
right.
thing.
That's right. We realized Nathan is still just a wussy.
Yeah, that was yes. The baklava is simply divine. But he finally, I guess, won the hostess or over.
That's who he wanted to win
table.
over, right?
Yeah,
that's who he wanted to win over.
And of course they keep losing.
They keep losing. We have Zava retiring.
Yes, completely left him in the lurch.
Yeah.
And
walking out, and after the game, Jamie to Roy, practice tomorrow 4 a.m. Fucking right.
Yeah. The whole Sunflower Amsterdam was weird. It's kind of like Coach's Night Out from last season, but
that's
Apple
what
has,
it felt like.
Yeah, but Apple has so much money that they did so many storylines because normally, you would follow that one character, but it seems, they've got billions and billions of dollars, so they made what they call the bottle episode with almost every character because nothing really seemed to go anywhere, right? I mean,
well, it was the. Going back to way back to Bull Durham, where they needed a night off, and I can get us a rain out. They flood the field. Yeah. This is sort of like their thing, where they needed a rain out. They needed something to compose themselves.
Yeah, of course, it'd be the guy from Montreal that had to see the live sex show. Of course, we're not all like that.
Van Damme.
Okay, yeah, Van Damme. Well,
he's gonna have to change that real soon because that's. Yeah. But I mean, big pillow fight in the lobby of the hotel, with the two waitresses drinking martinis. Yeah,
they had all these things to choose from, yet they wound up not leaving, eating dinner, drinking in the lobby of the hotel.
Yeah. But I like the waitress's, analogy. Would you rather go watch a sex show or be part of a sex show?
Yeah.
Fuck, she's right.
Yeah. And Higgins goes on a Chet Baker jazz-inspired. I mean, who knew he could play?
Well, he did play. It was he did that in the first season.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, remember when Rebecca fired him and he just stayed at home playing, and then when she came to see him, he had the goofy hairdo and the bass out. Yeah,
I wonder if he plays that for real though, like the actor. I wonder if that's what he really plays.
It's possible.
There's only 4 strings. How hard could it be? You and I could probably do it. We watched Flintstones. We watched Flintstones one too many times.
Exactly. They only used one string, and it was like gorgeous.
That's right. Yeah, one string. Was it a pterodactyl that they were playing? Yeah. I don't know.
And it was awesome.
It was. Yeah, that's all you needed, kids.
And Ted getting high on tea.
He thought he was, right? But it turned out to be a dud.
Yeah.
Because he got it from the hippie bus driver, right?
Yeah. But the whole, going into the American bar, that was funny.
Oh, well, that's the classic American thing to do, right? First time in Amsterdam, you can go all these great places. No, I'm going to do the American thing, and I'm going to go have a burger and fries.
And onion rings. Don't forget the Tower of Onion
Rings. Yeah.
And all the triangles.
Yeah, which he lifted from a Dutch coach, right? Or some coach from Amsterdam, but no idea how it seeped into his brain. But
well, you know what? I mean, it was one of those things where, like I said, it's one of those episodes where they need to come out of their shit, right?
Yeah.
I think was it last season that he or the season before where he hooked up with Sassy?
Well, he did
just what he needed to get him.
Yeah. Sassy Smurf. Yeah. Well, he did again this season, right? They hooked up, but I kind of am confused about the whole Rebecca. Did we? Like, did she? Did they sleep together or not? Because
I don't know. I don't know because I mean we never really saw them.
Well, he says, "Did we?" And then
He said, "Yes, we did."
Yeah. So I'm like, did you just make out with a drunk, passed out woman? I was confused about that one. Okay.
Well, I mean, it could have been. It could have been he was. She was asking, "Did we?" And she was kind of. He was afraid she might have gotten all freaked out about it, so he said no. But then again, yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
But then, what was it at the beginning? You're going to get pregnant?
Yeah.
Now she's like the Immaculate Conception. It's like, wait a minute.
Thought it was going to be Sam, but okay.
Well, everybody thought it was going to be Sam. She thought it was going to be Sam. She's looking at his restaurant matchbook and all that shit. And
yeah. I mean, she could still wind up with him. I just thought that he would be the father of her baby. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll know who it is when the baby comes out, won't we? Okay.
And, the new cosplay for this year, Piggy Stardust.
Yes. Since we're on the subject of Lasso, so it's it's a segue. Have you been, and I know you follow AFC Richmond, do you follow AFC Wrexham?
No.
Okay, so I don't know if you're going to wait till season 2, whenever that comes out, how many zillion months from now, or do you want to know what happened?
Sure, tell me. Talk, boy, talk. They're
back into the English Football League.
All right.
Today it's all over the news. So they're back in. They did it. They beat Boreham Wood at the race course.
Good for them.
Yeah, and I assume you saw Ryan Reynolds' birthday gift to McElhenney on how to pronounce his name.
Oh yes, that was so funny.
It would be a real shame if you guys sing this at the race course too. Okay. Go ahead.
No, that was funny. That was, I mean, the brilliance of Ryan Reynolds just. And what is and he also invested something here in Montreal, right? Nuevo.
Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't hear that. I know his T-Mobile things sold for $1 billion, so at least
Jesus,
he can afford some good players now.
No, but he invested in a tech company here, Nuevo.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't hear that.
Like it looked like the offices were right on the corner of Peel and René Lévesque, because you could see the dome of the church across the way.
Oh, okay.
Across from like Phillips Square and that right. As he was sitting on the guy's desk, and the guy's like, "Well, no, we're kind of this," and Ryan Reynolds just going off and off on a tangent, but we're really this. No, yeah, you and just keeps on going. So yeah, typical Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. All right, let's get in some Picard.
Oh yeah,
take it away, sir. Take it away. Make it so.
I gotta say, this has been the best Trek ever. Everything just kind of falls into place. Everything that you wanted, everything you wanted to tune in for was in all of this. Especially like the Next Generation, the Enterprise D, everything. I am crushed that Shaw got killed.
Yeah, I thought you would be. And I was hoping for a Wesley Crusher cameo, but didn't get it. But whatever, it's nice.
Hey, it's not too late because the way they ended it.
Well, yeah, I was surprised because, there's no Picard 4.
No.
Discovery's ending, so I thought, okay, maybe they're cutting back on Trek, but they kind of, and Q, we thought he was dead from season 2 of Picard, but I guess
linear thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Even gods have their favorites. Okay, yeah. So hey.
Yeah, no, I think this was just so well done. Our young Jack Crusher crushed it, as far as just everything, just the emotion, the charisma. He was just everything in these episodes, and just everybody together was fantastic, right?
Yeah, well, I was kind of disappointed they couldn't get Alice Krieg, who was at Montreal Comic-Con, to be the Borg Queen, but
they did voice her over.
Yeah, that's her. No, that's her voice. She wasn't wasn't in the special effects makeup, but that was her voice. So yeah, I'm happy. was happy to see
Well, I'm
that.
sure they could have given her the option going, well, we can put you in the makeup in for 8
Yeah,
hours, or
for-
we can
yeah,
just
yeah,
voice
yeah.
you over.
8
I'll
hours
take
a
the
day.
voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I read up on the guy, like when they got greenlit for season 3, the guy in charge, like he knew immediately he had to start building that bridge. Okay. And they didn't even get it for that many shots. Like, I think there was maybe 2 days worth of filming that, but they had to build the whole, so they started immediately when they got greenlit on building that thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Terry Matlis did a fantastic job with this. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah,
much.
it was very Crimson. You saw Crimson Tide, the submarine movie with Gene
long
Hackman.
time
man.
ago.
Yeah,
ago.
well, kind of reminded me of the end of that where, basically Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington character arguing over if the nuke was, the button was pressed, right? He's like, no, it's a message fragment. And at the end of the movie, he goes, well, we have the review from your commander. Do you want to? And he knows he's going to sandbag him. He goes, okay, read it. And then he gets a glowing. So this reminded me of the same thing with 7 of 9. The way they
awesome,
did
though.
that, and when he recommends her, for captain immediately.
Oh, no, I love that aspect. You know what? Literally for the last, I guess you could say, 30 minutes of episode 10, not a dry eye. I mean, you're sitting there and every little thing that happens, you just kind of like, yes, I mean,
Well, Worf had some good ones. I like swords. I mean, Worf was
swords are fun.
Yeah, swords are fun. Then,
Well, that just
Riker picks up his whatever.
Shit, this is heavy.
Yeah, bonk, and he had a thing in the hilt. He never.
Yeah, the
mentioned.
phaser. You had a phaser. Swords are fun. And then after everything's done and Worf falls asleep in the chair.
Yeah, he had another.
Oh, that
line.
was the funniest bit. But like I said. Well, go.
I'd like the poker game, which brings it full circle to the finale.
Exactly.
Of Next Generation.
You could not have gone out better than that. But I mean, everything about it just kind of, from the rescue going in, just the confrontation, the Data flying the Enterprise. Now, did you get flashbacks of the Millennium Falcon going through the Death Star?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's great. It's actually fun to see the Enterprise maneuvering like that, and like Data on the console is like a concert pianist going crazy. And Troy like, why am I sensing enjoyment? And you just see a big smile on Data's face as he's flying through. Oh, God. Did you see, I don't know if you saw online, someone took that sequence and put it to Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Perfect.
And it was just like, oh, yeah, it's on Twitter. I should send it to you, but it was just like, as much as I would have liked to have seen that, nodding to the movies, but... just watching Data, cause just like my gut tells me I could do it. It's like Data, you don't have a gut. Well, now he does, but but like all of their interactions, right? When they go back for Picard and they realize, it is a good day to die, and then Riker with that, I'll be waiting for you with our son. And it hits Troy, and then she takes the helm and like, I know where they are. It's classic Next Generation, but it's all the cliche that you want from all that, right?
Yep.
Along with all the swearing.
Yeah.
And I love the bit of the after stuff, like especially like Data in therapy. Oh, we've gone over our time, over an hour.
Yeah, she's looking at places to go on vacation.
Yeah, I know. And then, how you feeling, Data? Okay. And he walks off and he looks at, I love Riker, like, still batshit?
Yeah, well, that was fun, yeah. So we had a lot of fun filming that one.
Oh, my God, they had to have. I mean, I loved if they came out with a whole behind the scenes of Picard, just for season 3, just to show all the extras. There's got to be a ton of behind the scenes and gaffes and goofs and whatnot with this crowd. They have to show something like that, right? How much fun they had making it.
Yeah, because I saw Will Wheaton. I saw his ready room. I saw the segment about how they built the bridge there.
Yeah.
So there must be something, yes, that they could put out.
But I mean, even just all the ending, like the 20 endings that they had, right? So it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, this is the last time.
Going from Jack getting his posting on the newly christened Enterprise.
Well, I was actually the way his reaction and the way they were slowly zooming in. I thought I was actually going to see a USS Picard. Like,
I thought so too.
I thought so too. And then I'm like looking on the hull, trying to find it. like, okay, where is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's feasible, I guess, unless.
But the thing is, they got the Enterprise F. Did it get destroyed?
Well, yeah, I'm all confused now with this season because
the Enterprise F was what the Admiral Shelby was on.
Okay, yeah, I mean you would know more about that than me, but yeah, I got confused.
Well, it was when they were doing Frontier Day, right? And they were leaving, and they said, okay, call sign NCC 1701F, ready for departure, and then Space Docked Enterprise, have good flight. Okay, that was an Enterprise. She was aboard of the Enterprise, the Enterprise F, and I'm wondering, okay, did it get tanked? Did the Titan in one of his strafing runs kind of naked out?
And how much of a Starfleet tease was doing us dirty like that with 7 of 9, not letting us hear her caption for
I know,
make it so take us out there
well, you see, all that is to me is set up for Star Trek Legacy.
Well, yeah, that when that started to happen, and then of course the end with Q, I went, oh, okay, there was
exactly, you cannot not continue it from there.
Yeah, you don't do that to us if you're not going to go through with it, especially telling us, not giving us her catchphrase. You know?
Well, you know what? I think what Terry Matlas has done with season 3 is exactly what Favreau and Filoni did when they started The Mandalorian. Yeah. They created such a rich Star Trek show that has so many elements that we always wanted it to have, and all the nods to everything we've always loved. And now it's just got to keep rolling. I mean, with Jack coming onto the bridge, helm set course for it. ready phasers and torpedoes. Out.
Well, if Jerry Ryan is at a con this weekend, I mean, she's probably regretting it because everybody that comes up to her table is probably, what was it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Phrase,
For sure. Yeah. Well, I just saw an article on Collider saying, what's the actor? Ed Spearins that plays Jack Crusher.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Said, I'll play Jack Crusher for the next 15 years. And why wouldn't he not want to?
Yeah. If she never gets another acting job again, he can always go to the cons. Okay.
Well, no shit.
Well, yeah, and since we're in Star Trek news, I know you didn't watch Discovery, but Michelle Yeoh. So Michelle Yeoh wins the Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Mm-hmm. And she was on Discovery in the first couple of seasons. They were supposed to make a spin-off show called Sections 31.
Yeah.
Just for her, but now it's just going to be a movie. But they're kind of only doing it now that she won an Oscar. Either way, I'm happy, but I'm saying it's going to be a movie now, not a series.
Yeah.
But Section 31 are the badasses of
which started on DS9.
Yeah.
With what's that actor's name?
And Michelle Yeoh took it up a notch on Discovery.
Yeah.
Because they did a little mirror universe, so we got the really evil Michelle Yeoh, and oh boy.
Well, I mean, on DS9 it was played by the guy who was the colonel in Die Hard 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was the Section 31 trying to. Who was he trying to recruit? It was either Bashir or O'Brien, one of the two.
O'Brien was on. Well, was O'Brien? But O'Brien started on Next Gen, right?
He started on Next Gen. He was a
Yeah, he was
transporter
the-
engineer.
Yeah. Okay. No one
And
really talks
then
about
he
him
was
on Next Gen a lot, though. You know what I mean? Like he was part of the original cast.
yeah, and then he got moved over to DS9 where he had a much bigger role.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you know what? I mean, the beauty with season 3 of Picard is that we can watch it over and over and over again, and I don't think we'll lose any interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, especially, all the heartwarming things like, Picard saying, well, if you're not going to leave, I'm not going to leave either. And it's like, the collective that he swore he would never become part of, he'll stay for his son. Yeah. Which just hits everybody right in the feels. How about how'd you like the Enterprise's strafing run?
Yeah.
Everybody looking at Beverly going, a lot's happened in 20 years. Which makes me wonder, how many phasers has she fired in the past 20 years?
Yeah.
I mean, that was some serious shooting and destruction going on that Borg cube, and everybody's like, whoa. No, like I said, it's everything we would have wanted this to be. And I came across why season 2 doesn't really continue into this, like the friendly Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently that created a new timeline.
Oh, okay.
So in the new timeline, there's friendly Borg. In this timeline, it's the same old Borg.
Ah, got it.
So it's like not a direct continuation of season 2. They're like, haha, fooled you. Doesn't matter. It was still great.
Yes, it was.
Do you any fan favorites that stood out for you?
No, I liked it a lot because it brought the old crew back together one last time for all we know, and we'll have to wait until June 15 to fill that Star Trek void with Strange New Worlds season 2.
Yeah. And let me ask you: how strong does Worf have to be wielding that sword?
Well, yeah,
One-armed.
Riker's not tiny himself either. So
no, it hit the floor. He's like, "Fuck, shit, this is heavy." And Worf is doing it after taking like three blasters to the chest.
Yeah, that Worf doesn't need CrossFit if you got a weapon that heavy and you wield it like it weighs nothing.
It makes me wonder how much body armor are they wearing under those jackets.
Yeah.
Worf took 2 shots to the gut, 1 shot to the shoulder. Unless those Borg weapons are like, lost a step.
Yeah,
not as much punch as they used to.
Like stormtrooper blasters.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's like, still swords are fun. And then you had like his going away with Rafi.
Yeah.
She's redeemed in her son's eyes. Now, let me ask you this. We got 7 as a captain. Rafi is as number 1. Do you think they'll keep it professional?
I don't know.
That could be a conflict of interest.
But Bud Light just did lose $5 million, so I don't know. I think people are taking note of that. So we'll see. I mean,
oh well. Shall we step into a little bit of Comic-Con?
Well, yeah, I got some announcements before that. I hate to follow Star Trek with Star Wars, but you probably heard Bad Batch will end with season 3.
Yes.
And much like Willow didn't make a season 2. Neither does National Treasure, so there will be no season 2 of National Treasure.
Well, we were hoping for season 2 of Willow, but National Treasure. I think.
Just to get Val Kilmer, and National Treasure just to get Nick Cage. But we know by the quality, and there were a lot of problems, on both shows that, no offense to anyone, but yeah, I'm not surprised when I saw the announcement.
Yeah, well, like you said, no one sets out to make a bad show. It just sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah,
and you probably no doubt saw the trailer for the Marvels. It looks like they made a screwball comedy out of the 3 Marvels. So that's coming out on November 10.
Yeah, but you know what? Trailers for Marvel tend to be misleading, so I'm waiting.
Yeah. The Continental will come out on Peacock, September 2023. That's, of course, takes us, I think, back to the 70s of the John Wick universe there, the Continental.
Right. Ant-Man should be streaming soon, right?
Well, it is, because I see it on Apple TV, but it's not on Disney. So,
really?
Like Apple, you can buy it on Apple TV, so it's out there for rent or purchase, but not for some reason, curiously, because it's been 45 days or more, not on Disney. Something strange there, but
yeah, seems
check that out later. It's up there. And that brings us into Montreal Comic-Con. So you being a massive Smallville fan, and obviously Alex binged Smallville during the pandemic, no doubt, because he got a lot of the actors to come.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that they follow through.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, anything could happen from now. Like I said, Michael Rosenbaum's canceled Montreal, a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I mean, anything could happen. A movie deal might come up, whatever reason, sure.
Yeah, exactly. But doesn't like Tom Welling kind of back out quite a bit?
Yeah, I heard that. Reading some of the comments, some of them were saying that.
Because those guys, I'd actually I'd break my rule and go for a picture.
I mean, if they did a big, massive group one? Or just who would you pick to, like if you had...
For the most part, I'd say Rosenbaum and Welling.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want a picture with Supergirl too, but I mean...
Yeah.
Or Lana, Christian Crook.
Yeah. John Lee. And of course, Christina Ricci's coming.
I'm going to have to do a lot of push-ups before, going for that photo op.
Yeah. And Stephen Amell's back on the heels of season 2.
Now, remember some of the stories we heard about him when the last time he was here, and it was not very flattering. I wonder how
what do you mean? I was there when he was here last. I didn't hear anything.
No, really? I heard from our comic book contact.
Mm-hmm.
Said that apparently it was a little abrupt.
Oh, okay. I mean, you mean with the behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because some are like outright rude when you get to their table, but he was very.
No, in front of the fans, it was great. It was the behind the scenes. It was
yeah. Well, that happens because our contact had a thing for Pamela Anderson, and he couldn't wait to be assigned to her, but he actually backed out because of all the demands that. So he had to back out of. Being the personal assistant to his idol, because he was like, Mother of God. Okay, I can't.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? never meet them backstage. Anyway, okay.
You're not at all like you were in the documentary.
Yeah. The second Wednesday Addams coming. Christina Ricci. Well, I watch her on Yellow Jackets. She's been crushing it on Yellow Jackets too. I love that show. And we'll see more to come. More will follow. But Giancarlo is also going to Ottawa. They announced Ottawa before Montreal, and he was the first guest they announced at Ottawa in September. Yeah. So he's cashing in on that on the Mando money, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's funny? It was when he was here right after Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Like, he didn't get a lot of lineup at his table.
No, I know. I was there, and I got him. I paid for two. Actually, I got the box cutter to my neck photo.
Yeah.
I got him signed my Trading Places DVD cover, and another Gus Fring thing. And he was actually, when he got out
Trading
there,
Places.
Yes, he was in my favorite scene in Trading Places. You remember when Eddie Murphy is in the jail cell? And he's like, I don't know where my bitches are. My bitches better get here. And he goes, whoa, back the fuck up. And he's doing the karate moves. Do you remember that scene?
He was one of the
Giancarlo
guys.
is in there. He's right next to him. He's got his leg up on the bars. And
Shit.
I said, oh my God, you were so young. Tell me anything about this scene. He goes, I wasn't that young. I go, look at you. Look how young you were. And he's there. He goes, it was so hard to keep a straight face because Eddie was going off script. And I had to, it was one of my first jobs. I had to keep it together. So I couldn't laugh, but it was killing me,
See, for me, the first thing I remember him in was Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Oh, no. He's been acting way before that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he looks like a kid, but he's saying, no, I wasn't that young. But
see, now I got to rewatch Trading Places just because.
Oh, that scene. He's because you have the two guys on the bed. Yeah. Where are you old bitches?
Yeah.
He's the guy,
You the fool in jail.
Yeah, he just told you the other day. Here, what are you, ignorant? So he's the guy. He doesn't really say anything. He's just the guy off to the side. But
Right.
I had him sign my
I didn't
DVD
recognize
cover
him.
for like $80. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
But he was like a pitch man. He was like, come on, everybody, let's go. Come on, spend some money. It kind of took me aback a little bit, like how, because no other actor does that. Like he was like, let's go, come on, make some noise. Oh, hoo, hoo.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I remember going up there. My buddy Andrew wanted his photo. And like you, he drags me along to take the photo because I'm taking the photo with my camera. And I got a photo of him with Giancarlo, and it's just like pretty much just walked right up to the table. No.
Oh man, there was a
nothing.
line when I was there. Really? Okay. Well, now that he's in Mando, all the Star Wars heads are gonna. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't see him having not a line, put it that way.
Well, who was I got him, and I also got Jeffrey Combs that year too, and like him also another actor who's been in quite a few big franchises who didn't get a lot of love, and I was like, oh come on. He was Wei Yun in Star Trek. Actually, there's quite a few characters in Star Trek. He was the voice of Ratchet in Transformers Prime. He was the animator horror series.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And I was just like, oh man, this guy deserves some love. Come on. So when you're out at Comic-Con, you don't see a lineup, go give the guy some love.
Yep.
Who else
Did you watch Ghosted?
No, not yet, but I have it queued up.
Okay, good. So we can talk about that next week or the 2 weeks because I'm not saying anything. Just
And,
you're gonna. There's certain part you're gonna lose your shit over.
We could also do Ant-Man too.
Yeah, and who we got in terms of our comic book people? Greg Capullo's coming. I think he's the biggest name.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Spawn, Batman, X-Force. Yeah, he'll get some couple.
You know what? I may get a Batman done by him. Like I don't usually spend like that at Comic-Con.
You mean a drawing?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was no, he's going to charge a fortune for that. I was just going to get my guess minimum $250, but no, I wouldn't do that. I
think so.
Oh God, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Trevor's done that with the well-knowns like your
Neil Adams and
Trevor's done that, and it's not cheap. I mean, it's worth it, but it's not cheap. Whereas you could buy a lot of figures with that money, but I don't know. I was just going to get a signature on a comic.
Who else is going to be there? Voice actor John DiMaggio is going to be there, who is the voice of Bender on Futurama.
Yeah,
he did the Joker on Under the Red Hood, and quite a few others. So it's kind of it'd be fun to actually maybe see his panel if he's got one, just to listen to all the different voices.
Yeah.
Dance, monkey, dance! Do this voice, do that voice, do this voice, do that voice.
And Arthur Sudem from Marvel Zombies. Walking Dead will be there. He caused quite a stir the last time he was in Montreal, so and I didn't get his autograph, but now
what happened last time he was in Montreal?
Let bygones be bygones. Well, I was hovering around his table, and this girl was so excited to meet him, and she had comics that she had purchased, and he was like, so, I don't know, egotistical. He's like, yeah, well, when you buy one of mine, I'll be happy to sign it. And I'm like, ooh. So that took me off. And then I was on Comic Book Resources later that day. Apparently he got kicked out because he was complaining about table space. Like he got in a fight with one of the staff about table space. He didn't have enough table. So they kicked him out, but this was reported by an American news outlet, Comic Book Resources.
Jeez.
So when I saw that, it says, okay, that doesn't surprise me by the way I saw him, but whatever, past is the past, I mean, I'll get something signed this time. Yeah. He also does Deadpool, Merc with the Mouth and all that. And that's all I got for movie Hollywood news.
Yeah.
So we'll come back in 2 weeks with the some episodes of Titans season 4. They are finally out.
Hey, when is the next season of Fortnite going to start? Have we gotten any?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they have it up yet. I checked on the, how sometimes they put it. They tell you when the season ends. I didn't see it.
Because we haven't talked about the new season. And it's just like, okay, but now we're kind of like almost through the whole new season. So it's kind of like, what's the next season?
Yeah, well, they're planning, thank God, they're planning a Fortnite Doctor Who crossover again. Thank God I never got into Doctor Who because of the Comic Cons, and now Fortnite, there's not one thing about it that appeals to me, so I'm glad I never went down the Doctor Who rabbit hole. Show that's been around, more than 50 goddamn years. So.
Oh God! So which Doctor do they put up? Right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Unless it's like a bundle of like 5 doctors, like they do with the.
Whatever. If you want to buy a sonic screwdriver back bling, go ahead. I'm not gonna spend any money on
or a
it.
TARDIS glider.
Yeah.
But it's bigger on the inside.
I'm good, thanks.
No. Oh well.
You got anything, bud? Or are we gonna wrap her up?
No, I think we're good. I mean, we just oozed all over Picard, so I think.
Yeah.
That was the intent the whole time.
Mission accomplished.
Give it all our lovin'.
The secret of the ooze.
All right, gang. See you here next time. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you later, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.